Hi everyone! Today I have two summer hairstyles for your dolls, and I'll be using Caroline's with these, and these are both Dutch braid hairstyles. The first one that we're going to do is this Dutch braid wraparound to this cute little flower bun. So I just took down the hairstyle since my Caroline has been wearing that for about a month now, and I just started off by wetting down her hair and brushing it out with my wire wig hairbrush. So we're going to start off at the front of her head and create a Dutch braid. This entire thing is going to be a connected Dutch braid, and we're going to start off at the top, and we're going to Dutch braid all the hair to her ear. To Dutch braid, you're just going to separate your hair into 3 sections, and instead of French braiding, we're going to Dutch braid, which is bringing the hair under instead of over. And since it's a Dutch braid, we're just going to add in pieces just like a French braid. So now that you have your Dutch braid going back, and I went a little past here, we're going to continue the Dutch braid, but it's going to have smaller sections from the bottom part. So I'm going to just continue by taking hair from the side, and we're going to start by bringing the hair over from the other side of her hair, so just make sure you're smoothing it out when you're bringing it over. And to continue the Dutch braid pattern, we're just going to be taking a very small section of hair from the upper part. This is the hardest part of the braid, I think, because you have to bring the hair over from the other side, and you want to make sure you leave enough hair at the bottom so we can continue the Dutch braid when we lace it around. If you feel like you're going to run out of hair down here, you might want to skip a stitch down there by bringing not a piece in here. But make sure you continue bringing the hair from the front of her head, and you can even look at the front of her head to make sure it looks nice up there. So as you can see from the time lapse, I've just started curving the hair around, but still bringing it from the side. And now we're just going to finish it up, and I'm just doing a regular lace braid for this. I did most of this as a lace braid, but I did add in a few sections just to anchor it down. And we're just going to finish off the braid doing a lace style with the leftover hair at the bottom. So now you have done the entire braid, and you just continue all the way down. We're going to take this braid up, and we're going to wrap it around itself to create the flowerish bun in the corner. Secure this with some bobby pins, and your hairstyle is done. This is a super pretty hairstyle, and if you're comfortable doing a Dutch and lace braid, it's going to be really easy and really adorable. And the second hairstyle I'm going to be showing you guys how to do is these 2 Dutch braids going back to this really pretty flower detail. To start this next hairstyle, you want to section off the top part of her head, and do this a little irregularly because you don't want to cut it off straight down, because then you're going to see the wig cap. So just section it off a little oddly and bring it all the way to the back of her head here. Do this on both sides. Now, taking the front part of her hair, we just want to separate into 3 sections and do a tight Dutch braid back. You want to do this all the way down to the back of her head and continue the braid. So here's what it looks like when it's done. You just have the Dutch braid going down here, and then it stops at the back of her head and just comes all the way down and finished. And I did tidy up the curls down here, and you just want to do the exact same thing on the other side. So I just did the actual braiding off camera. Caroline has kind of tough hair to work with, so I just wanted to do that off camera so it wasn't weird to watch. So now we're just going to pancake one side of the braid, and depending on how tight you made it, it'll be harder to do this, but just want to pull on one side, making it bigger than the other. So I actually made my braids pretty tight, so I tried my best to pancake them. So now we're just going to wrap the braids around, tucking the bottom pieces under, and we're just going to create some sort of flower design on the top of her head. When you've got the look that you're wanting, just to bobby pin them in place. And here's what the finished hairstyle looks like. So you just have this really pretty flower on the back, and from the front you can see It looks really cool, and I just curled her hair using a method that I showed in my hair tutorial. So yeah, thank you all for watching this video. Comment, like, and subscribe for more, and have an awesome day.